Hey guys, so I got just done doing a little sort of Twitter live spaces type of thing, or X live spaces rather. And we discussed one of the topics was this Ozempic thing, and one of the members of this discussion was an ER physician, and he said, I'm seeing quite frequently a lot of people coming in with uh, gut issues, obstructed bowels, severe intractable nausea and vomiting. And they often have these GLP-1 receptor agonists on board. That is Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, Zepbound, whatever it might be. And he said, they see it a lot among their colleagues. A lot of ER physicians have also shared this in the past. And I asked, is there uh, a requirement to report these complications anywhere or any place to do so? And most of the physicians say no. I mean, they're not aware of anything. Now, there actually is the FDA puts out something called MedWatch, which is designed for post-market surveillance, but most physicians are unaware of it. Most physicians don't know how to access it, and it's certainly not mandatory. And you think that, particularly for new drugs, this would be sort of a mandatory requirement. We certainly did that for other things with regard to mandatory reporting around COVID. Like when somebody was diagnosed with COVID, there was all kinds of mandatory reporting requirements. So it's not something that hasn't had precedence. And maybe we should, consider that saying, look, if you start seeing patients with these issues, we should just have a reporting system. It wouldn't be hard to do. I mean, it would be a very most likely quick thing that you could come up with. Patient checks into the ER with intractable vomiting. Their med list contains whatever drug, and report it. As simple as that. That way we would have some of this post-marketing surveillance, the things that might take us 10 years to figure out normally, we could probably figure out in a matter of even, months or a year at most. So this is something that I hope that, perhaps, whoever's going to be in charge of this, whether it's Marty Macri or Jay Bhattacharya or RFK or any of those guys that are being asked to be tapped for the new administration with regard to the Department of HHS. So it would be an interesting thing. Why don't we have that? Now we have, as you guys are aware, that VAERS system for vaccine adverse events reporting system, which was utilized to some degree, but we have no requirement. Well, that's not a requirement either. But should those things be an actual requirement so we can get a better idea of what's going on, particularly in the early post-market surveillance period? Let's say for the first, I don't know, 3 years, something's on the market, so we get a real assessment of the actual degree and frequency of these drugs to see if they truly are dangerous and need to be withdrawn from the market. Anyway, let me know what you guys think.